In the bustling streets of Lagos, where the vibrant energy is palpable and the city never truly sleeps, a shadowy undercurrent of pickpocketing has emerged. As locals and tourists alike navigate through markets and crowded transport, the constant hustle and bustle masks an alarming trend. This epidemic isn't just a minor inconvenience, it poses a serious challenge to the safety and well being of both residents and visitors. Lagos is experiencing a surge in pickpocketing incidents. The morning was already hot, and the streets of Oshodi buzzed with their usual madness. Shouting conductors, swerving okadas, women balancing trays of bananas on their heads. Zainab tightened her grip on her handbag as she stepped out of the bus. A soft voice in her head warned her, "Don't lose focus." She was on her way to a job interview in Lekki, the opportunity she'd been waiting for. Lagos had changed since she moved in with her cousin in Surulere. Everyone warned her about pickpockets, but she thought if she stayed alert, she'd be safe. Zainab's journey. As Zainab crossed the footbridge at Oshodi, a man brushed against her from behind. She turned to glare, but before she could speak, another woman screamed that someone had fainted nearby. The crowd surged forward. In the confusion, she held her bag closer, or so she thought. 5 minutes later, when she stepped into a Danfo heading to Obalende, she reached for her phone to confirm the interview time. It was gone. So was her 5,000 cash and ATM card. She sat quietly in the bus, trembling. A tear slipped down her cheek. The inside story, unveiling the true modus operandi. Zainab had fallen victim to a well-practiced scheme. The man who brushed her was a decoy. The woman's scream was staged. While she looked away, a third person silently unzipped her bag and slid her phone out. The group dispersed like wind in traffic. She never even saw their faces. A few days later, she found out her account had been drained using mobile banking apps. They had guessed her password. It was her date of birth. Zainab sat on a cold bench, her heart heavy as the minutes ticked away, knowing she had missed her interview. Stripped of her phone, she felt utterly helpless, unable to call and reschedule. With no money to catch another bus, she could only watch as her dreams seemed to fade further away. An overwhelming fatigue washed over her, making it hard to even think about explaining her situation to anyone. In that moment, she felt a deep sense of loss, not just for the opportunity itself, but for all the struggles that had brought her to this point. It was a painful reminder of how difficult life could be, leaving her feeling alone and defeated. Back home, her cousin scolded her, not out of anger, but fear. Lagos no day smile, you go learn. That night, she sat quietly on the balcony and promised herself, they got me once, never again. Understanding the bigger picture, not just one story. Zainab is just one of thousands. In Ikeja, 58-year-old Mr. Bamadele lost his entire pension payout while waiting in a bank queue. In Yaba, Joy, a university student, lost her phone and her final year thesis saved on it. They all share the same story. Crowded places, split-second distraction, and a cold emptiness afterward. A week later, Zainab had a new phone, and she made a decisive choice to keep it securely in an inner zipped pocket. She started wearing a money belt under her clothes. She no longer used her birthday as a pin. She stopped texting while walking. She scanned every face on every bus. She also began talking. She warned strangers, shared tips at bus stops, and even posted a TikTok video that went viral. Zainab is now dedicating her time as a part-time volunteer with a community awareness group in the bustling neighborhood of Ojulegba. This organization focuses on educating local residents about street crime prevention, equipping them with essential knowledge and strategies to stay safe in their daily lives. Her message is clear. Don't merely endure life in Lagos. Learn to navigate its complexities and thrive within its vibrant chaos. She's still looking for a full-time job, but now she walks the streets not just as a hopeful applicant, but as a cautious survivor, alert, informed, and determined to help others stay one step ahead. Lagos pulses with energy, creativity, and a wealth of opportunities waiting to be seized. Its streets are alive with the sounds of laughter, music, and the chatter of people from all walks of life, weaving a rich tapestry of culture and resilience. However, it is essential to acknowledge that amidst this vibrant landscape, there lurks an undercurrent of danger that can catch the unsuspecting off guard. Staying vigilant and aware of your surroundings is paramount. Share stories like that of Zainab's which serve as powerful reminders of both the challenges and triumphs encountered in this bustling metropolis. These narratives not only highlight the strength of the human spirit, but also foster a sense of community and support. As you navigate the city's diverse neighborhoods and embrace all it has to offer, remember to strike a balance. Enjoy the beauty and opportunities that Lagos provides, but don't allow the city to demand more from you than you are willing to give. Stay sharp and informed, and let every experience shape you positively, keeping in mind the invaluable lessons learned along the way. Remedies for pickpocketing. 1. Personal preventive measures. Secure your belongings. Use crossbody bags, money belts, or anti theft backpacks. Avoid backpockets. Never keep phones or wallets in back pockets in crowded areas. Be aware in crowds. Stay alert, especially in bus parks, markets, and footbridges. 2. Digital and financial safety. Use strong PINs passwords. Avoid using your date of birth or common combinations. Enable tracking apps. Tools like Find My iPhone or Google Find My Device can help locate stolen phones. Lock SIM cards and bank apps. Set app-level passwords and report stolen devices to your network provider immediately. 3. Report and recover. Report to police RRS immediately. Prompt reports increase the chance of recovery. Inform your bank quickly. Freeze accounts or cards to prevent further loss. Visit NIMC bank branches for replacements for ID cards, SIMs, and bank documents. 4. Public awareness and community action education campaigns. Teach people how to spot and avoid theft tactics. Neighborhood watch groups. Organize markets and transport areas to have informal surveillance. Encourage victim support systems, hotlines, legal aid, and emotional support resources. 5. Government and policy solutions. Increase CCTV coverage, especially at transit points and busy markets. Stricter penalties. Enforce consequences for repeat offenders to deter pickpocketing. Improve job opportunities. Reduce the socioeconomic pressure that drives some into petty crime. In summary, pickpocketing doesn't just take belongings, it steals peace of mind and weakens community trust. But with vigilance, technology, education, and collective responsibility, we can protect ourselves and build safer cities.